Hello guys, welcome to another video here. Want to see how far Kisii town has improved the major infrastructure development areas that have been done since the assumption of the second government of this county. Come with me. This is the Kisii highway, the point called Bridge Camp or the Kisii Junction. You can see there is an interchange that has been constructed. It has eased a lot of congestion along the road. The road is nicely done, as you can see. It's properly tarmac. The street lights, there are new flats coming up, new buildings. So far you can see the place is good to see. Let's go along and see there any further things. Let's get closer to that interchange itself so that we can see how good it is. So from the road sign you can see that if you go ahead you will go to Kisii town, that's road B1. But if you take the right through the interchange, the bypass, we will get to Hispania, of course through Migori, through Suneka and other small towns. The building you can see just on the other side of the riverbank was popularly known as Bridge Camp. It was a popular hotel during the 90s, the 80s, but now seemingly it has been overtaken by other facilities that have come up. So it seems like today it's just a car wash and other different businesses that have come up because it won't measure with the rest of the hotels that have come up. But that's a good way of engineering, reusing the facility. There are new apartments that are coming up here nicely. In the 80s and 90s, this place used to be a bush. But now you can see the developers have realized now that they need to improve the place. The upper route. So guys, as I had indicated, now I'm right in that junction that I told you, whereby the road that I'm showing you that lies ahead goes to Kisii town, The road to my right, this one, heads to Hispania via Suneka, Migori, Rongo, and so on. And then the road down below gets to Kisumu via Yugis, Aero Junction, and onward to Kisumu. So this area, it used to be a place full of confusion, but the changes that have come through this interchange have made now movement to be disciplined, and the place looks pretty organized, such that there is no much mix up within the junction area. However, we'll get 2, 3, just a few who will have to do things differently, but the rest of the vehicles are really disciplined, and there is a lot of space. And unlike where we're going just ahead, whereby the vendors have the tendency of having to put their wares for sale at the junction, but those ones, they crop up if and only if the matatu operators decide to erect or to impose a bus station here. But if they don't, I highly suspect. Now look at this one, who is also now doing things differently. Interesting, but normal with this. When there are so many road users, the others will want to do some of the things differently. So let's go get along and see how the others behave. Like this one now is blocked. Somebody is obviously getting this route, yet is blocked. There you are, guys. Now one of the beneficiaries of naming this place Junction is this facility here, where we are showing you the Junction Hotel, which has benefited from this thing, and it now gives the business the identity that now this is the Junction Hotel and Suites, so that the name has continued to survive, that it is a junction. Not that there are no other junctions, but this was among the earliest and the most popular junctions before the other feeder roads were upgraded to feed into this Kisii town. That's why it is basically the major junction that used to feed this town in the 80s and in the 90s. Next to this Junction Hotel and Suites are other facilities that have come up, which initially were not there, like this one. This is the Bosongo Hospital. It is a level 4 hospital, which initially could be referred to as a district hospital, so it could serve the whole of the Kisii County. And when we talk about level 4, we mean that they have enough doctors, they have enough nurses, statisticians, and all type of stuff. Sorry. And this was about to happen when there is wind, and the ladies also try to make a living out of this place, and then the things get falling, and that's how it happened. So back to my point, I was saying that in this town, when when the town was upcoming, these facilities, all of these ones were not there in the 80s, It was only the bridge camp, as I told you earlier, then the junction itself. Then after the junction, there was nothing. All this place was just a bush. So in the last 30 years is when we are seeing all these facilities in this area. The Osongo Hospital that I showed you. There is another, that was hotel here. Then there is one behind. There is a St. Stephen down here, which you can see. It's another good facility where you can come and enjoy yourselves. So far so good. We can see that the town is good. Although there is some aspect of now trying to align, because you can see where there are pedestrian walkways. That's where these border borders park. Also these small scale traders and the parking places. So they become kind of a problem in this town. Come with me. You can see now this one has parked just right in front of where it's supposed to pass, and it has even said to leave. It's not even there, so it has to look for where to go through. So the major issue, the major problem is the parking problem and the roadside sellers who basically they don't have where to put their wares, so that they can allow movement of pedestrians who are walking. They can't walk. After, so this the one that you are seeing just in front of me, the Marsh Park Hotel, is the one that came late after the bridge camp. So there was this one now here which came later, and it is the one that now, since then now, we just seen the upgrade. And then the other one there on the other side beyond the diesel, it used to be called the Webs Club, and then it changed the name to Arrowheads. And then now the town started expanding to this end because of these facilities, and it continues to grow until now. Like now here there's a good breathing space. We can walk basically because of this facility I've told you, the Marsh Park Hotel. So if the ownership is not all that strict, then it will also be another issue. You can see, in as much as this is a big highway, the main users are the border riders, which basically now makes it not have so much sense. And they just overlap left, right and center. Probably there should be a rethink of creating a border lane like other modern towns, whereby you have a lane for the borders, the scooters, the bicycles, so that we can have more sanity in this place. That's just my observation. In as much as we had said that there's that junction, you can also see this is also another junction here. But it is not called a junction because it didn't pick the name, and The name simply belongs on the other side. I have to be careful with these borders. The junction is that one. So this one leads to the other side of town when you want to get to town, and probably there is traffic just ahead here because there's a market ahead here on the market days. So you can take the other route and enter into Kisii town through the Kisii Stadium route. So for those who are planning to come to this town, when you find there is a traffic ahead, you can take the other route and find your way easily. Now I'm supposed to be walking here, but just been turned into a garage. This is the problem with this town. So we have to negotiate where to get our way through. Basically, because the business is booming and there's no space, so we have to share the little space around where the pedestrians have to walk. That's the same place where the mechanics have to do their wares, they have to do their repairs, since basically there's no space and the town is in a hilly area, very squeezed, and that's the nature of the town. So growth has also its own challenges, like the one we are seeing now. Guys, do you look at the views behind me? The place just behind me with a lot of petrol station, motorcycle import from China and so on. This place was basically a bush. It was a farmland in the 90s and early 2000s. But now you can see, now you can see the place is fully developed, and there are a lot of mushrooming premises and so on. This place was basically a bush. Nothing. If somebody will tell you that I want to give this facility, you will say, my friend, I don't think you like me. Can't give me a premise in this kind of a bush. Yeah, very far away from town. Now, there is a lot of business everywhere. Things are coming up, showing the rate at which this town is growing. It might be the fastest growing town in the region, and it is for the good. That's why you can see when the traffic in the road is getting somewhat busy as we get closer and closer to Kisii town. And as I told you earlier, now we are supposed to pass here, but we have to squeeze ourselves, get our way through a lot of motor vehicle garages also besides the road, because there's no space in this town where they can do their business. For instance, look just here. These are the forests and bushes I was talking about, although now part of it has been cleared and facilities have come up, so the place is coming up well. But look, we are very close here, next to the road. This is not encouraging that the place has been turned into a dumping site. But let's hope that they will have to see that it is not health, because at the end of that end, below there downstream, is a river, and a little pollution of the river and bring the challenges associated with it. Now I have to negotiate this place with the road users who have assumed and even created issues such that now we can even have their garage right on one of the lanes of the main road. That's why I told you the major issue in this town is that there's a lack of space. People want to squeeze themselves at one area. They don't want to spread because of the hilly. The other side is Nyanchwa Hill. This other side is Kiamwasi Hill. The other end you can see that very fine beyond the horizon is Nyanguru. So it is a town that is between hills, which makes it challenging to create space and everything. And probably this might compel me to end this video here, so that when I get to town I can show you more videos about the town itself. See you in a moment.